Hello and welcome to Biomutant. I'm Shadow Coast and welcome to the channel. We are kicking off our second official playthrough and we are going to go with a pure evil or diabolical Deadeye. That's right, we're taking on and becoming a range specialist. So we're going to skip a lot of the cutscenes just to get into the good stuff. I am going with Murgle. I believe this is the best overall breed, although any of them will work for a range specialist, and there are two reasons for this. So one, we have the maximum crit chance of 4%. We also have increased to barter and loot chance. So that means that we'll hopefully pick up more loot that we can either scrap or use to build the best range weapon. So attributes here, there are different trains or schools of thought. Mine is very simple. I am going to uh, uh, prioritize both vitality and charisma because I want my barter skill to get up there, and that looks good to me. So I'm not going to be using a lot of melee. Agility isn't taking too much of a hit. We might put some points into it later, and we're going to have 17% barter, which means we can sell stuff for more green and therefore purchase what we need. For resistance, we're going to keep it even. First style, this one, I'm going to take a minute here because this is our appearance. Yes, I like the lone scar.
Pick your main color.
It's kind of like a dark blue black.
Choose your detail color.
All right. I think that should be a dark blue. Okay, I think that looks
Pick
good.
a class. Command Deadeye.
So we're going to go Deadeye. Now we have perfect reload, which we're going to outline how that works. At the end of the day, Commando works too, but Deadeye has Sharpshooter, which doubles our two-handed range weapon damage, which is huge. So we're going to go with this, and we're going to get started.
That'll work.
Alright, so I don't know if we can turn off...
Of a story that's already begun. We're all but for you. It's not.
Allow me to introduce.
Alright, I'm one with the darkness. We're going to become a diabolical Deadeye. That's what we'll call this campaign. And whack. See you later, Mr. Light. I have test played some of this up to a point, but we are really going for gold here. So we're going to prioritize and speed through as much as possible so we can get to the good stuff and get gear to just show how we raffle stomp everyone.
That we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered
So we
your
can't
family?
skip this section.
Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Ooh. There we go. Okay. Alright, we're off to an ominous start. Panther sweep. Oh, now we got a parry. Oh, we missed the parry? I guess he missed us. Okay, come on. There we go. Nice little move there. Ooh. Yes, take that.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
We took way more damage than we should have. But that's okay. We'll level up and gain it all back.
this time. It was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
It's gonna blow. Go, go, go. Alright. So some of the stuff we can't skip because it just takes time. That's okay.
The predator isn't the only.
Okay, so we'll skip through this. Alright, so for perfect reload, whenever the reload button pops up, I just have to click it, and then I get my perfect reload, and you can see I'm kind of doing in the 200 damage. I just regular reload just to show you, or excuse me, I'm doing 100 damage, and then here we're doing kind of 90 to 100 damage. So you'll see the damage, we get the 10% on it, we're doing 80, 90, and then when I do my perfect reload, which I just did, we're consistently over 100, and I just missed it. That's okay. So there are going to be items in game that we're going to want to use modifiers that are going to like change shot and other things that just make it super easy to melt groups of enemies. So we're going to be prioritizing obtaining those in our playthrough. And I'm missing my perfect reloads, which are not good. What is going on? I'm clicking it. Alright, so we're going to run around and make sure there isn't anything to loot. And there is not. Come on. Electric module. Alright, so special weapons. On this, we can select it and then use it when and if we need it. And it'll do extra damage. That is a health thing, so we use that too. Oh, not yet. In here, we have another health thing. Not sure I trust this one, but I will take it.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Alright. Remember to parry enemies' attacks. Alright, if we play the way we plan on playing, we don't really need to... Oh, I missed it. Alright, I gotta work on it. I was playing my mercenary playthrough and didn't get used to using my gun as much, and on that one I do not have perfect reload, so been a little bit. It's not that hard once you get used to it. Oh, you know what it is? I think I just have the inclination to hit bumper twice, so I'm actually screwing up my own perfect reload, so you just need to tap it once. If you tap it multiple times, it gets screwed up. Alright, so got a bunch of gear. We want all the scrap and clink and basically everything that we can.
Great shot.
Ooh. I thought we... Oop. I also think I can't just hold down the trigger button. I actually have to let go of it when I'm reloading too, which is also part of the problem with my timing. We figured it out.
You're not dead yet.
Ooh, ow. Oh no, no, no. Oh shoot, we used two. We didn't mean to. I only wanted to use one. I was trying to determine which one to use. So you have to be careful with that. Speeding along nicely here. I don't think there's anything in here. No. Okay, so on this guy, oh, oof. Exploding barrels, we should be using those, not letting them use it on us. There we go. Okay, so real quick, let's go upgrade. Very simple. We're gonna upgrade. Move speed is kind of low, but we're okay. We're gonna upgrade luck until 50. Then we're gonna work on a little bit of vitality, a little bit of strength. Range combat, guns. I don't plan on using that, but it doesn't give us an option. It's forcing us to pick one. So we might as well pick this one. Finish your melee chain by fan firing your gun. So BX shoot. We don't have a choice. I would have picked a perk for... See, now it gives me the option to go back. Before it didn't. What I would have done if I had the option is pick luck out to increase our loot chance. Next time, we'll grab that one, and then we'll focus on some of the other super important ones.
An emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
Thank you.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Oop. Alright, clawbar beats giant sword. Good to know.
Whoa.
Ow.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Thank you, Mr. Narrator. Double leap, super important. We are cruising.
The morks produce bio.
Oh, I can't like run too far because if I do, oh. So we're not going to be using too many psi weapons. Oh, come on. Thought I hit that. And we're not going to need to use psi weapons, which you're going to see in a little bit. Oop. Get the heck out of here. And can we go up there? No, we cannot.
Who needs a ladder?
Not this guy. Alright, we are doing well, speeding through.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled.
Okay. Thank you for that. Nope. Oh, wrong way. We're gonna skip some of that. If you want to see, you can check it out on my mercenary playthrough, where I kind of post everything, which is pretty slow. Alright, let's open this box.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Not too difficult. Alright. We will save you out of date.
You'd better help him out.
Nope. Okay, I was...
Blasting him.
So because we have pistols, we have to remain within a certain range, where that range is extended for rifles and automatic rifles. Otherwise our damage drops off. Ooh. Like here you see how I'm doing 60 damage, but then when I go close I do 100 damage. That's a range thing, so you want to just keep that in mind, depending on what weapon you're using. Oop. Alright, when you perform a special attack, possible special attacks are prompted in the lower right.
Super effective.
can see I'm not like focusing on special attacks or anything like that. I'm literally just clink.
Small things for your big ideas.
Just picking up all the loot before we kill this guy. Where'd he go? Oh, he's right here.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Alright. Alright. He's giving us a lowdown. I don't really remember anything. So we're gonna be Diabolical Deadeye, so we're taking the evil path. Dark +2. Okay. Way back in the long ago. Oh, we are so slow. We're talking to Best Before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a...
Alright, we're gonna... I don't believe in magic because we're a jerk. Alright, mister. I like how if he's the same person, I think his name changes. Nice little touch. There are also other touches that I like in the game. So our fur design, if I'm not mistaken, our Muma actually mimics it. So here we have a solid tail. Before in my other playthrough I posted, I think we had a striped tail. So we'll see if Muma's tail changes similar to ours. Alright. We'll capture this little guy and then fuse him with a tree. Seems a little morbid. What? We missed him? And it basically needs infinite of these to grow, so the fact that the tree is so big means a lot of these Pensai little dudes did not make it and were absorbed into the tree. So is it actually good we let the tree live? Well, we're Diabolical Devil, or Diabolical Deadeye, excuse me. We're going to be taking that tree down if it'll let us. I actually don't know if it will, but that's the plan, to let the World Eaters win. We'll see if we can actually execute against that. Alright.
He said...
Yeah, she only cares about Wong Fu.
He lost you.
Alright, he's giving us
Records
background.
tell of the ruinous devastation. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the
So we'll
surf
probably
all the way up to the Porky Puff at the end of the
in my
route
other
to the
playthrough we
southeast.
had Gizmo first. I'm actually curious if picking a different side impacts your kind of story path. I hope it does. Alright. Thank you for this.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through.
Okay, we're gonna pick a side. We're gonna pick the evil side, and then we'll call this an episode.
Know that the tree of life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and
I'm
assault
not
from the
sure
world.
if we're going to help it. Depending on whatever the dark path leads us, we shall see. And while I don't plan on using a lot of psi points because we're a range specialist using guns, if there are a few interesting dark side psi abilities, we'll pick it up just to like experiment with it. But it's not going to change our build. Our build is basically we're going to focus on vitality. We'll have some strength. We'll have some agility. Just I think they're gear caps later on that I was noticing. So once we get past that, we'll be done, and then the rest is just pure luck and maybe some barter. But once we get 100% crit, I don't know if we can actually get 100% crit. It's 100 points probably. Then once we get like 50 crit, 60 crit, I don't really know if we need any more because we're gonna
Must be the world
face
that
melt
chewed off
everybody,
leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
or
The
just a
world.
really big gun. We'll see. I don't know if we could just straight up one-on-one fight them.
Look, a survivor.
Oop. Alright. I'll leave you to your fate.
He can't
Oh,
understand.
we are one Cole brother.
Seriously? And you will. There's still time. They're all.
And boom, shovel to the face. Side point unlocked. Thank you. We don't really skip. Alright, we got it. There are two traps. One's light, one's dark. Very binary, but that's okay. We could later on potentially switch sides. I don't think we're going to unless there's something super compelling to incentivize us to, because we're probably going to be just pure dark. So this is the tribe we're going to ally with at least early on.
They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the world eaters bring down the tree of life. But siding with Jackney isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Yeah, I think they might force us to. Alright. Quest tracking. We're gonna go to the left.
Another fork in the road. It's a bridge. Just get over it.
I like how he cracks himself up sometimes.
So much damage.
Oh, he's quicker than I thought.
Boom, boom.
Wow, that emptying the clip.
Hey, nice shot.
We basically kind of roll into him. Oh, nope, I clicked. We are surprisingly good at doing damage with our sword, despite the fact that I think we have very low strength. Or maybe we didn't lower it that much. Our agility was actually a lot lower. Luck.
That ain't bad.
Alright, we can go to mutations. We have biogenetics, PSI-POWERS, um, dark needed 30, light needed. That is pretty morbid though. We have like basically like the Sith. I never noticed that. This is pretty cool. Press the input you have bound and use the movement controls to move the impact marker. Press the bound input again to blow everybody up. Okay. Upgrade resistance. We're going to be upgrading that because we don't really need to use it for anything else. So let's go see what the Jagni have to offer.
Muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
I will take that. Don't mind me. And we are almost going to call this an episode. We are close to siding with them. So now's a good time to mention I am actively trying to grow my YouTube channel. So if you do go on to enjoy this content, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And please drop this video a thumbs up. I do have lots of games to cover. And if you want to see this playthrough, dropping a thumbs up and like lets me know what to post, because there's a lot of stuff I could post, a lot of stuff that I don't post because it does take incremental effort. So we're gonna speed through this. Can ask him questions. I'm sure he's not saying anything. He's a disciple of our Muma. I think they all are, and we're gonna join you. And vanquish, you want us to vanquish him? No problem. We're dark. We're gonna end this quickly.
These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of.
Alright, so we'll take those three, and then after we take those three, then we make a move on their core, I think. I'm not sure.
He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wong Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Got like a boomerang thing. It's cool.
Once you've conquered the right...
And he has like a bow staff. Alright. We are going to exit the Jagni Fort and call this an episode. If you want to see more, like I mentioned, please drop this video a thumbs up and comment to let me know. I'll probably post at least 1 or 2 more videos on my Diabolical Deadeye, and then it really depends on viewership. If people are watching, I'll post more. If not, probably will stop. Alright. Thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you in future videos. Shadow Coast, out.